Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Monday live chat here on Board Archive. Hanging out with Kevin here today,
What's up, guys?
up in Whistler. Bit of a rainy day today, but it's been a pretty good week. Got some sunshine in the forecast, and yeah, gonna be hanging out here for the next hour or so, just to answer any questions you guys have, anything snowboard related, snowboard gear, snowboard advice, traveling. Let us know. And if you want to let us know where in the world you're joining us from as well, it's always good to hear where you guys are at. Looks like there was a few people already here chilling. Let's see, we got Agalos from Greece, and just jumping right in with a question. Between three boards for next season, Warpig, Mind Expander, and Orca. Need a board that can do it all. Still not too focused on POW hunting since we don't get much powder here in Greece. So Warpig, Mind Expander, and Orca. So all three pretty wide options.
Which board is the Mind Expander again?
The Mind Expander, that's the Jones, the one from the last run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So all kind of wide board options there. The Warpig and the Orca definitely pretty wide.
The Mind Expander's not wide, though, is it? It's like probably the narrowest.
Yeah,
a little bit wider, but not as wide.
Yeah,
as those other guys.
out of the three, it's the narrowest for sure. Honestly, I think if you're looking for a do-it-all, I would probably go for the Warpig. I think, yeah, the Mind Expander. The Orca would be good too, but the Mind Expander is kind of surfy and definitely more powder oriented. Not that going to be as good for all mountain in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd probably go for the Orca just because of the magnet traction. Still makes it really fun for riding the whole mountain, and yeah, it's not too powder specific.
Yeah,
But the Warpig would be fun too.
that's true. Yeah, the magnet traction for all mountain would be helpful for sure. I think for park riding, I think I'd like the Warpig, but yeah, if you're not doing much park, the Orca would probably be a good one. Thanks for hopping in from Greece. First question. And a million Popov hanging out.
He says he's contemplating between those three boards as well.
Exactly the top three for directional boards right now. Nice. Yeah, all good options, but all pretty different as well.
For me too, it's like I think it's one of those personal things. I love that. For me, I love the Orca, the base profile. That C2X is really. I just find it to be a great profile for like getting pop for landing things. It's just like a really fun profile.
It is a sick board for sure. And we have a super chat actually asking a question about the Orca as well. So we got Kim San Lim asking for a good binding recommendation for the 2020 Orca. What do you think, man? You've ridden the Orca the most.
Yeah, I think you want some stiffer bindings or like medium to stiffer, and I'd go for the Union Atlas. I think those are a good match.
That's what I'd go for as well.
Yeah.
Yep. The Atlas would be a good pair. Great binding. Awesome. Thanks for the super chat straight away, man. That was before the live chat even started. We got Rob Gams, Red's Cap. What's up, Reggie? Tu Yang, Thai Winter Sports. What's up, Napa? Jeriku from Poland. Cooper Braidwood, Sean and Carrie. Sick. Hiro Nazumi from Melbourne. Sick, guys, from all over here today. All right, let's see if we can find some questions here. Okay, so Griffin asking, what's an affordable way to get into snowboarding? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. I think a season pass. You know, if you're gonna spend a lot of days on the hill, that's definitely gonna save you a ton of money. You know, if you're riding like 10, 15, 20 days even, it's probably a good idea to invest in a season pass. What else do you think, man?
Yeah, I think you can get if you're looking to do like your first season and just get into snowboarding and make it cheap. You could probably get everything secondhand. And so look online, look on the online websites, and or visit like thrift shops and just you could probably get fully kitted out for under a couple $100 if you get everything used,
Yeah.
and just to get your start. And yeah, I guess it depends on like your local resort, like how much a season's pass is compared to the day passes and how many times you're gonna go. So just kind of like factor that stuff in.
Yeah, I think those are probably the two biggest things, getting the gear for a good price, getting the season pass so you're not having to spend a ton of money on lift tickets every day. And yeah, if you try to live, near a resort, if hopefully you live close to a resort, you're not having to drive like 2-3 hours to get there each time. But
It's probably the biggest expense. It would be driving back and forth if it's that far. Yeah.
yeah, wear and tear on your car, gas. If you do have to drive, from a bit of a distance away, you can always try to like find a group of friends and carpool, save some money that way as well. Thanks for the question, Griffin.
Oh, if you work at the resort too, that's a good way to get free season pass. You can get discount on equipment, discount on food at the resort. So
That's true.
lots of perks if you can actually work at the resort.
Yeah, potentially, get like more affordable housing as well, like employee housing. That'd be like the next level. All in there.
Yeah, that's pretty all in.
Yeah.
Your life is revolving around the resort, which is, I've done that many years.
Yeah. No, it's a great way to do it. All right. Awesome. A lot of questions already. Thanks, guys. Let's see where we were here. All right, we got Zoe Grinke from Australia, it looks like. Stoked on Perisher opening up soon.
Cam Terry says, Kevin and TJ, did you know they're getting rid of the GNU space case? Are they? I don't think so. I saw the 2020 space case.
Oh yeah, I haven't looked. I was looking at some of the 2020 boards earlier today, but I didn't look at GNU's line. But yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to look into that. That'd be a
Well, if
that'd
they
be a
get rid of
shame.
it, I'll just make a Snowboard Pro Camp case.
I'm sure they'll replace it with something that's very similar if they do get rid of that. Like they'll probably just call it something else and change it just a little bit.
Like I have seen the graphic for the 2020, and so I guess maybe after this year, maybe their plan is to get rid of it.
Yeah, maybe. Do you remember what the graphic on the 2020 looks like?
Yeah, it's kind of ugly.
Oh
It's
no.
yeah, it's kind of like a plain dark like bluish color,
Okay.
and they've got like some kind of like a hieroglyphic sort of like man symbol.
Like similar kind of style, like in the past, with like
Yeah,
that Forrest Bailey head.
yeah, but it's not like a really cool pattern like they've had like the interesting looking pattern. It looks a bit more plain.
Okay. The
But
headspace though, looking better.
no, the headspace is looking different too. Or am I thinking of the headspace? Can't remember. No, maybe I'm thinking of the headspace actually is the one I'm describing.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they are getting rid of the space case. I don't know.
Well, good thing you've been talking about switching to the headspace for a minute now. Try out that C3 camber. All right, so we got a super chat here from LTR asking best union bindings for the Battalion Surfer. Love you boys. Thanks, man. So Battalion Surfer, I got to ride that guy in Japan. I think definitely I'd go more kind of all mountain or something like a do it all. Like I'd be looking at I had the Stratas on it. I thought that was really good. The Atlas would pair good as well. I don't know if I'd go all the way up to like the Falcor or something super stiff, but kind of that mid range or slightly stiffer I think would be pretty good. That's sick. You're gonna get on the Surfer, man. That's a awesome board. Oh, we got Carrie Pierce on the chat.
Hey, Carrie.
All right. And so Ramon Nunez, what are your plans for the summer? Is Chile happening? And so yeah, coming up soon, next month, less than a month away now, we're going to be out at High Cascade. So session 1 and session 3 out there. Looking forward to that. I think there's still some spots left. So if you guys do sign up, use code Snowboard Pro Camp 2019 and you'll get $50 at the store there. And yeah, chili. It's we haven't booked yet, but we've been talking about it, and it's still that's still the plan for August.
Yeah, we just need to sit down and book the flights
That's it.
and the rest.
Yeah. Well, once the flight's booked, it's it's locked in. All right, guys.
Oh, Ramon wants to know, Kevin, did you replace your Orca? No, I never did. I just got lazy and I never sent it in for warranty. But I still can. I can still do it. But I need to send it in for warranty, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, we got to get on that before the 2020s sell out. All right. So Sean and Carrie's asking, how comparable is the Battalion triple base technology to the Arbor raised fenders? Thinking of switching from Battalion to an Arbor camber board. Thanks, guys. Did you get the chance to try a camber Arbor with the uprise fenders yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, I've rode the Arbor Westmark camber a ton this season, and I've spent a lot of time on 3BT as well, and it's similar ideas, but they're not really that comparable, honestly. The 3BT is like next level when it comes to being catch free and being fun for butters and stuff like that. Whereas the uprise fenders is a little mellower. It definitely helps prevent catching a bit, but it doesn't feel like 3BT.
It's just like a smaller section, right? So it's kind of like the fenders are just like really short. Like
yeah.
1 inch or not even? Is it like an inch?
Yeah, like maybe like an inch in and like maybe a couple inches long, just right at the contact points there, the widest point on the nose and tail.
But like the 3BT is like a third, right? Or like a big chunk,
yeah,
a couple inches.
It's a big chunk, goes down a decent length of the board. So yeah, they're pretty different. 3BT is definitely way more catch free, but the uprise fenders help. So it's a good. I think it's cool. They're one of the only companies doing it, and I think it definitely makes Arbor unique. And if you're thinking about it, you get the grip tech and some other benefits too, so it could be worth trying it out. All right. Oh, Jose changed the YouTube name.
Jose Bautista. Nice.
Nice. Good to see you, Jose.
That's like a new profession, Bautista.
Yeah.
I like it, man. Good choice.
Yeah. Did someone on the live chat help you out with that, or was that, I don't know if I heard that one come up when we were talking about it the other week. But anyways, he's asking about the Strata or the Atlas. And it depends what board, man. The Atlas is a little bit stiffer, a little bit more all mountain, just a little more responsive, and the Strata is just a little bit flexier and has more tech. Mini disc versus solid, like full size base plate. So there's some differences there.
I think for Jose though, my impression of Jose is like he's like a stockier dude,
More
and he's I imagine that he charges pretty hard in the board, along with like just more all mountain powder. And going back to Japan, I would go for the Atlas.
Yeah, maybe if that's the case, yeah, maybe go for the Atlas. I think that would pair better.
I got a feeling, Jose. I think you're an Atlas man.
Bautista.
And Jen said, Kevin, do you want to?
Oh.
What do you say, Kevin? Do you want an Orca? Kevin, want a new model Orca? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What are you saying?
Can you make it happen, Jen?
Call the owner of Live Tech.
I know you're tight with the Mervin guys. Awesome, guys. We got like 50 people on the chat here today. Thanks for coming to hang out, guys. And let's see here.
Oh yeah, Engine said space case stays for next year. All
Nice.
right.
All right,
Okay.
confirmed.
All right. All right.
Oh, and Tristan, we got a little bit of a debate going on in the comments here. Okay. Tyler Babin on the chat. What's up, Tyler? Okay. And Rob Gams saying Kevin and TJ bought the Battalion CT late in the season and learned 3BT isn't my style. Prefer the locked in feeling of camber profiles. Will probably sell it, but great board for the right person. Yeah, man, I'm sorry that you ended up buying the board to find that out, but yeah, it's true. Not 3BT is not going to be for everybody, and it does have a different feeling. I enjoy it. I think it's fun in certain situations. A lot of the stuff that I like to do, I think it's fun for. But yeah, now you know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either.
I remember. Yeah, you tried it for a while. You gave it a
I
you gave it a
tried.
solid run.
I tried the global warmer, but it was it's too loose. There's like not enough control. Um, Even for butters, it makes the butters like fun, but then you can't stop buttering. There's no break.
Yeah, you gotta like lock that edge down. It is different. It is different.
It's different. It's different.
All right.
I think it'd be cool in powder, like the surfer looks awesome. Like
Yeah.
it makes sense for powder riding.
Yeah, definitely. The surfer in Japan was insane. It was just like a boat, just like cruising through that POW. I think yeah, if you got to try the CT and some deep stuff, maybe it'd have a different impression. But yeah, totally different feeling on the softer snow versus some hard pack. Okay, and Paul S saying he just checked the New Forest Bailey GNU board is the 4, and it's going to replace the space case. So
Oh wow.
I guess, I don't know, NGen just said that it's still on the line for next year, so maybe that's for 2021.
Yeah, I thought the four that was like a third board added to the line, like just an extra. I didn't know it was a replacement,
Oh,
but
and
maybe it's a replacement.
we got some confirmation now. So NGen also, he's switched the story and says Paul's correct.
Oh.
Space case is replaced by the 4 model. Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's still, I'm sure the 4, I don't know the specs on the 4, but I imagine it's probably pretty similar.
They've just changed the name.
All right, and Jose coming through with the super chat here. Thanks, Ciel and Niseko. Hopefully, so far around 9 going.
Including Ostaker and Chuck.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Hopefully see you guys all out there.
Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to Japan. And Locry saying, I saw the base repair on Kevin's board with P-Tex. Is an extruded base repair different? Hashtag whatever you're hungry for fund. Thanks, man. No, the repair's still the same, regardless of a sintered versus an extruded base. And you took your board into a shop to get that done, right?
Yeah, I don't know. You might have seen an old video though, where I try to repair my board. It could be from an old video.
Yeah, it can be done. Definitely, you can do it at home, but those tend to not last as long if you do like the drip P-Tex. It'll probably come out over time. Whereas a shop, they've got like machines where they're putting it in with a little bit more pressure and it's a little bit more durable. So.
Oh wait, so Engine said something. No is a C3 model. The 4 is an all-mountain freeride model. Oh.
Okay. I think there's a bit of a conversation happening there. I wonder what he was. Oh, okay. So JC saying the finest, which I think might be another new one, C2X with ASIM. So kind of like the space case, and then the 4 is a directional C3 profile. Nice. So that's gonna more like the E-Jack knife. Sounds like. Cool.
They're getting rid of my favorite board.
Have to find a new favorite. Well, the finest might be very similar. All right, so Jonathan Muntz, TJ and Kev, what is the top resort you'd recommend for overall mountain free ride? So,
Top mountain.
groomers, trees, alpine.
I think
Are we
I would.
talking North
I
America?
think I'd go with Blackcomb Mountain
That Blackcomb is pretty epic for that style of riding,
for
for
all
sure.
for all mountain.
Yeah.
And then maybe Jackson would be like Jackson or Revelstoke would be second.
Yeah, both of those three are all great options. I'm trying to think in Colorado what the best one would be. Man, the free riding is just so much mellower compared to all three of the other ones in Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado's good, but it's very it's like almost like Jackson and Revelstoke are like too steep, where Whistler is kind of like that happy medium. It's like between Colorado and Jackson. It's like, you don't want to go too mellow, you don't want to go too steep.
Yeah.
I noticed that actually after we came back from Jackson, that when you go up Whistler or Blackcomb, it's like the terrain is much more varied. Like you have all these like peaks on both mountains where like you can get up to some place and then go down in kind of any direction. There's lots of ridges and peaks, where Revelstoke and Jackson is kind of just like a wall. You're just like on a wall of
Yeah.
a mountain, and on that steep wall, you just can kind of come down any part of it. So I think that the variableness of Whistler Blackcomb.
True, yeah. Whistler's definitely could be the best. And I think if you're in Colorado, probably go a little bit further, kind of away from the more easily accessible resorts. So something maybe more like Aspen or something a little further out, like Telluride, Crested Butte. Those are going to be better resorts for that type of riding. Robert James, what's up, guys? Was nice to meet you both this weekend. Nice, Robert.
Hey, Robert, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, good to meet you, man.
Thanks for hopping on the live chat, man. Yeah, good to meet you as well.
Yeah, I was hoping to hang out a bit more with you, but yeah, it was a hectic day. Saturday.
Yeah, busy day. All right, MDW, which part in Niseko did you guys like the most? It's always fun thinking back to that trip. Ooh.
I think it was it gate 8? Is gate 8 the one, or gate 7 or 8?
Which run?
The one that, it was like the first gate we probably did. It was the gate that we did the most.
The one that, like the first one where you kind of went in that valley. I think that was gate 5.
Oh, gate 5.
Yeah, that was. You can get to there from, I think, Harafu or Hanazono, more easily from Hanazono.
That was probably my favorite, yeah.
Yeah, that was a super fun zone. I think, man, I can't remember the gate number now, but there was another one that kind of led into a really fun tree run that had like a kind of a snake run, cat track outrun back to Harafu, kind of starting on Hanazono, going to Harafu. I think it might have been gate 2 or 3. That one was really fun. But I think Risutsu would be my favorite, if that counts as Niseko. It's not technically right there where all the other resorts are, but just a short drive away. Risutsu, I think that was my favorite.
Yeah, those trees are fun.
They were epic.
Oh, somebody said gate 5 is pretty good.
Jose. Yeah. Eric Knowles, what's up, dude?
What's up, Eric?
All right. Theo saying, hey guys, I'm coming to Whistler this summer. I'm already an experienced mountain biker and will be riding a lot, but what else would you recommend to do there? I think we kind of got a similar question on your live chat on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the lakes are pretty easily accessible. Definitely go check that out when you're up here. There's a lot of good hikes as well. I haven't been on too many yet, but
You can bike there's the trails. There's lots of cross country trails off the mountains, or even just like riding the paved trail. So lots of stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
what else? You can go, yeah, lots of stuff on the water. You can get like a rubber dinghy and like float down the rivers. There's
Yeah.
a river here called the River of Golden Dreams, and you can float down it.
Yeah, that one's pretty popular. I've been seeing a lot of posts on that on the Facebook groups recently.
It's like a natural lazy river.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be exploring myself here this summer. So yeah, I want to do. There's the Chief hike down in Squamish. I really want to do. I'd like to hike out to the Black Tusk, which is that kind of a rock formation you can see from the resort. So
Hmm.
yeah, a lot of stuff to get into. Spend a day checking out the village for sure. All right, Justin Vasey on the chat here. Hey guys, trying to figure out if I'm getting a new pair of Atlas or going Falcor. Considering my quiver, should I go Falcor over Atlas?
So many binding
Yeah,
questions.
just like Strata, Atlas, or Falcor. Yeah, I mean, Justin, man, I know you're kind of more of like a charger rider, like going for more kind of free riding, all mountain kind of stuff, more so than park and like riding at high speeds and stuff. So, man, I want to say Falcor. I wouldn't. If you're planning on riding, park, I wouldn't go Falcor. But if you're just gonna be, charging the mountain, I would just get that extra stability, that extra responsiveness out of the Falcor, and try that out. Especially if you've already had the Atlas, just take that step up. We got Mimo from Argentina. Memo maybe. All right, and always bored asking about the Super DOA. Asking is the Super DOA, or how much better is the Super DOA than the regular one? Is it worth getting one if I already have a 2018 DOA? And they're very different, man. So I'll have some video. I'm gonna have a video coming out this week on the Super DOA, and yeah, I think the Super DOA is a really fun, like all mountain freestyle board. A little bit more flexy in the tips than the DOA, so I'll leave it at that for now. But it could be worth it depending on your riding style. They are pretty different. And Carter Slack asking, what video editing software do we use to edit our videos? And yeah, we both use Premiere Pro. So that's the go-to.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You do have to pay for it, so I think it's like $20 a month American. But it's pretty basic. Even though like it allows you to do very advanced stuff, you can still just use it for basic edits. And
Yeah, it's not
um,
not too hard to catch on to if you're just starting out with video editing.
yeah, just learn like the basic tools and go from there.
Yeah, there's tons of tutorials out there, and I don't know if it's still going on, but Adobe was just running a special. Like the two programs I use mainly are Photoshop and Premiere, but so I was paying about $30 a month for those two, and they had a deal where you could pay $30 and get all the software. So if that's still going, that's a pretty awesome deal. Then you can like try out After Effects or Lightroom, or if you want to try any other stuff, you can get into that for free. Jason Hansen, what's up, dude? Good to see you on the chat, man. Hope everything is well back in North Carolina. And yeah, glad to hear everything went well with Lizzie and the surgery. So he's saying, what board should Lizzie get next? And by the way, her back surgery went great. Man, so she's got I know she's on a Capita right now. So Lizzie's like a pretty small girl, but she snowboards really well.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I think I know what Kevin would recommend, or at least brand wise.
The GNU Velvet.
Yeah, Jill's liking that one.
So it's like a mid. I guess it's like a mid to soft flex park board. So it's ASIM, you get magnet traction, and then you get the C2, just the C2 profile, which is uh, yeah, rocker between, camera under your feet, and I think it's like a 4 out of 10 probably on softness. So Jill likes it because she can press it easy. She can ollie with it very easy, and I think the ASIM too helps her to turn a bit quicker.
Honestly, yeah, I think I'd look at some GNUs, man. That way, you know, she's got the Mac. She'll basically have all the tech and can basically do anything with it. So, yeah, check out some of those. And
What does she normally
she's on a
ride?
she's on a Capita right now. It's just like a twin kind of softer flexing Capita. So,
Where does she snowboard? Like in the park or?
not too much park really. I think maybe a little bit, but yeah, more just kind of all mountain style. So, yeah, I think GNU would be good.
Is that your friend Jason that I met?
Yeah.
Hey, Jason.
That is the homie. Sick, man.
Come to Japan next year.
Yeah, dude. Oh, we gotta get you out there. 2020, January 2020. Let's do it. Uh, so Chuck Van saying, TJ, have you already or got plans to get on more yes boards? Just picked up the 2020 standard. Can't wait to get on it during the coming Aussie season. Awesome, man. Yeah, I haven't tried the standard, but that is a board that I'm interested in. It's pretty popular. Yes snowboard looks like a lot of fun, and I'm not going to be getting on any yes boards at least for this last week here in Whistler. I was trying to get some demos set up, but all the reps down in Van have pretty much moved on to mountain bike season and just their summer activities. So I wasn't able to work that out, but yeah, maybe at High Cascade if they've got some yes boards or early next season hopefully. But enjoy the season down in Oz, man. Jason saying she said the GNU Velvet sounds great. Sold. Gonna use the link.
Nice.
And Japan is a go for sure, by the way.
Wow.
Okay. All right, dude. Oh, that's so good to hear, man.
Wow.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's like it's a good priced board too for the ladies. It's not like too expensive, it's not too cheap. It's right in the middle.
Yeah, it's not like super playful, not super aggressive. It's like a kind of a happy medium for everything. I think yeah, she'll be able to handle it great.
And you get all the tools and it looks pretty too.
All the tech. And Jason just saying also wants the hat, dude. I will send one out your way. I just gotta confirm your address. I think I have it. But thanks, man. Always good to see you on here. And Lizzie, if you're watching, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Having a good recovery. Nevi Singh, you guys coming to Tahoe? We were talking about maybe coming to Mammoth for some spring riding. I know they just had another snowstorm down there.
Yeah.
So not Tahoe, but next year would like to spend more time down that way. Definitely would like to get to Bear next year, so maybe we'll make it happen.
Think we'd have to fly to LA and then drive.
Yeah, Tahoe, I don't know. I know it's a few hours from.
No, to get to Mammoth, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mammoth or Bear.
Because it's really expensive to fly to Mammoth. It's like
Is it?
$800.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's a short drive too. It's like only like a few hours, I think, like 2 or 3 hours.
It's 5.5 from LA.
From LA?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bear's the one that's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get back down to California for sure. Do some riding. And Working Class Active, I guess, is down in Cali saying, unbelievable snowstorm, felt like winter, great POW weekend. It's amazing, man. It's crazy the late season storms that have been happening in North America this year. And Engen saying, great ladies board, the Velvet. His girlfriend has one too.
Nice.
All right, dude. Jill got the best board, it seems like. Start a trend. So Jay asking if we can recommend a board for butters. an old skateboarder and just started snowboarding this last year. Really into buttering and small jumps and jibs. Um, whenever someone brings up butters, I always gravitate towards Battalion or Lobster for the 3BT. I know we were talking about that a little bit earlier, and some people like it more than others, but yeah, I think something like the Battalion Fun Kink could be a good option. The Global Warmer would be a great choice for that. I know that's a little bit of a higher price point, but great flex. Got the 3BT. Any boards come to mind for buttering?
Yeah, well, I really like the Space Case. It's good
Yeah,
for butters too.
it
It's
is.
because of the rocker camber combo. You can butter very easily.
Get those presses going, make them look good.
Yeah, there's probably more out there, but
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. I think the boards that have that like camrock profile, not a super stiff flex, like the Yes Basic or even like the Huck Knife come to mind. The Capita Horoscope could be a good one as well. But if butters is the priority, I'm sticking to Battalion, man. Very catch free. Rob Gams heading out. Have a good day, man.
See you, Rob.
See you at Hood, hopefully. All right, Jason saying Japan is on the calendar, and we'll do a rematch of What's Your Butter. Thanks for any of you guys that checked out that video, dude. I'm down, man. Powder edition, Pow Butter. All right, and Memo asking if we're planning to come to South America, and yeah, I think it's gonna happen this year. We're looking at August for Chile.
Mhm.
Any recommendations on where to go? I know we're probably gonna fly into Santiago, and there's a few different resort options, but always open to some feedback from you guys, especially if you've spent some time down there. All right, Engen with the super chat saying, TJ, I have a board for you waiting to ride next time we meet a Forum street dweller. I found one. Oh, no way. Bringing Forum back. Dude, I actually I have a Forum board upstairs, and I'm planning on taking it out this at some point this week. Try to keep Forum alive a little bit. It's the Holy Moly, I believe, is the model. But from what I recall, it's a pretty basic board. I think Forum did have some kind of weird tech in it. They had some funky stuff going on, but a lot of the boards are pretty basic.
Aren't they making some new forum boards?
I heard some rumors about that, but
I thought it was like confirmed.
I never actually confirmed myself.
Okay.
But there were some people saying that. Yeah, hopefully it'd be cool if if they brought it back. Get some Forum boards out of Burton. Awesome, guys. So we'll keep this going for a little bit longer here. Just throwing it out there. Any of you guys out in Cali asking if Tahoe's any good? Looking for some destinations next year? See if we can find some more questions here. So Tu Yang saying, I rode a Arbor Westmark last season and love it, but didn't ride in the park much. Can I keep it as an all mountain board, or should I look into a different board? Yeah. So I've ridden the Westmark Camber a bunch. You spent a good bit of time on the Westmark Rocker.
Yeah.
How do you think the Rocker is for like an all mountain kind of board?
Yeah, it's a good all mountain board too. Yeah, because you got the grip tack, which helps to grip on firm snow and ice, and then I found the rocker board is actually fairly stiff too. So it's like it it feels very stable, like riding on a mountain. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know if you have the rocker or the camber version, but I think that they're both going to be solid for all mountain. Obviously camber versus rocker has its own benefits and drawbacks, but generally speaking, I think they're both pretty solid. So I would give it a try with what you got, and then if you're not stoked on how it feels, maybe look at something else at that point. Here's a question from Jonathan saying he's got the Burton Ions. It has horrible heel lift.
Hmm.
What's a quality boot that's pretty comfy for freeride style? So I never rode the Ions. You had the Ions for a little while, didn't you?
Yeah, the Speed Zone laces, they kept breaking on me, so I had to
That was that pair.
throw them in the trash.
Too many times.
Well, they broke like internally too, so like the like loop that it goes through actually pulled out as well.
Oh, no way.
So not just the lace broke, yeah.
Dang, that's intense.
But yeah, heel lift. Yeah, if you got heel lift, that's odd for those boots. I would think that those are good, but yeah, I would just like try some different ones on.
Yeah. How's any heel lift issues with the Vans?
No, so yeah, I've been riding a couple different models of Vans recently, the High Standard Pro and the Sequel, and both are really comfortable and have had no heel lifts, so maybe put your feet in some of those.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be looking at some Vans for my next boots, I think. But the Adidas that I've been riding have been excellent as far as heel lift goes. Like no issues at all. Great heel pocket, and 32 boots also have a great heel pocket. It's definitely a wider boot, and I feel like it can be hit or miss, just like with any boot. But you could check those out as well. All right.
The last time I put my feet into 32s, the heel pocket crushed my Achilles.
It was too much heel pocket.
And not just mine, other people talked about it too.
Yeah, I haven't ridden the TM2s in a few seasons, so I don't. Maybe they beefed it up.
Yeah, what's his Andreas? He was wearing my boots around the store, saying he was trying to break them in, and he said he was getting Achilles pain.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. I remember you saying that. Andreas, I think, has like a bit of a bigger foot or like wider foot or something, so he was like trying to stretch him out, and didn't work. All right, and Dan Val, War Pig or Super Pig, which do you prefer? I think that they're different enough to like choose depending on the riding style that you want to do. I wouldn't really want to ride the Super Pig in the park. I think it's just more of kind of an all mountain free ride kind of board, pretty stiff and aggressive, really fast. Whereas the War Pig is more like all mountain freestyle. I would say it can do all the stuff the Super Pig can, but maybe not quite as aggressive, and a little more park friendly. So hopefully that helps you out. All right. So Sean and Carrie asking, what can I expect if I move to a binding that has a mini disc? How different will the board feel? Yeah, so you've had the contacts and the forces and the Atlas, so I guess I've been on the Stratas have the mini disc, the contacts have the mini disc. I think there's a bit of a difference. The biggest thing I would say is you can feel the binding has a little more flex. There's just a little more leverage to have that actually flex the chassis of the binding, like lift the heel a little bit and the toes, a little bit of a more surfy feel. But yeah, it's not huge.
I would say that, yeah, I guess I would say it feels, well, it's hard for me to say because the contacts are also like a much more softer flex binding. So
Yeah.
overall they felt much like looser and softer to flex. So it's hard to like put your thumb on exactly how it feels different unless you compare same flex bindings, but On the contacts, they felt very soft. It was more of a soft, playful feel. Maybe better for the park.
Yeah, and I think the idea behind it is it's to reduce the dead zone on the snowboard. So where that base plate is screwed into the board can't flex. So the smaller that is, the more natural flex to get out of the board. But it's a little weird to pinpoint just because you get more flex out of the binding when you go to the mini disc as well. So yeah, it's not huge. I wouldn't say that should be like a make or break deciding factor. All right, Austin Flood. What's a good pow board but can also be a good all mountain board? Anything coming to mind for you, man?
Just the Libtech Orca.
That's the first one that comes to my mind too.
There's lots of good ones out there though.
Yeah, there are. The float that you get with the Orca though is pretty next level. So I think that's a great one. The Kazu that I rode this year a lot would be a good option as well. You know, could look at something like the Skeleton Key.
Oh yeah, the Burton Deep Thinker.
Yep. Yeah, something with that shifted camber profile. The K287 comes to mind as well. Even something like the War Pig or the Super Pig could be good options too. There's a lot of good stuff out there, but yeah, I think it's like tech-wise, I'd be looking for like directional shape that's not like a full-on powder surfer, so think something similar to those boards we mentioned will put you on the right track. All right. So Evan Block asking if we're going to be coming back to Breck next year. Probably. I think the goal is to spend some time in Colorado. That's going to be probably later in the season, so a bit too far off to really talk about too much right now. But
if Colorado has like a good early season, like if it's snowing there and not snowing here, then we'll probably just like jump on a quick trip down there, and
yeah,
it'd be great to ride with Jonathan and all those guys again. Yeah, Casey and
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I know it could be as early as October. I was there November this year for a bit. They had a pretty early season. I don't think we'd go just for A Basin, but yeah, if Keystone and Breck have a good opening, maybe we'll be down there. If not, then maybe later in the season. All right. And Dan asking if we have any recommendations for things to do in New Zealand not involving snowboarding. Going to be there in September and looking for things to do alongside snowboarding.
You go for some nice drives in the mountainside.
Yeah, the Crown Range is epic, crazy views.
That was the best thing for me. It was just driving around.
Yeah, I mean, there's like tons of fields with like sheep, and sometimes I think even we saw some deer. Queenstown is pretty cool place to check out. A little kind of a touristy town, but there's a lot of stuff to do there right on the water. Yeah.
Maybe ask David Jones. Go check out David Jones' YouTube and ask him what are the sites in New Zealand.
Yeah, hit him up. Maybe I know he doesn't do live chats really, but maybe hit him up on Instagram. I think it's just David Jones on Insta.
He'd probably answer a YouTube question though.
He probably would.
He's not doing anything else.
Get in there early on the next video he uploads.
He's in there. He's committed.
He is. Yeah, he's putting out some funny videos. It's cool to see all the summer stuff he's doing, mixing it up. All right. Colin Shea asking where we're originally from. I'm from North Carolina originally, so that's where I actually learned how to snowboard.
I'm from a small city in Ontario called Oshawa, Ontario, Canada.
The East Coast, both of us. And the town I grew up in is called Franklin, really small town. It's like an hour away from the nearest slopes in North Carolina.
How many people?
So I didn't actually live in the city limits, but I think in the actual city limits, it's like 5,000 people. It's like really small town,
Oh
and then like
wow.
the surrounding areas, which does include like the county, which includes an adjacent town as well, is like 50,000. So yeah, it's pretty small.
It's
Only
like
one high school.
it's like Deliverance style.
No.
Did you guys play the banjo?
Nope. But it's totally it is that style for sure,
And
especially in the hills of North Carolina.
then, have you seen that movie?
I have, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
In the hills, kind of like there's a lot of like weird movies based out of that area. The Appalachian.
Yeah. Yep. Dude, that's the way to pronounce it. Don't let anyone tell you different, man. It's not Appalachian. Um, yeah.
Is
No,
that
it's a,
part of
it's a
the
beautiful
Bible
spot
Belt?
though. It is. It's the heart. It's the heart of the Bible Belt.
Wow, cool.
Oh man, so many churches in Franklin. It's ridiculous. Um, it's a whole nother story. Uh, oh wow, here's something to simmer on. I don't know if I have an answer ready for that, but Oliver Creighton asking the worst resort you've been to and why. Oh wait, no,
Wow.
I can definitely have an answer for that. But I mean, nothing recently. Like since I moved out west, it's all been pretty awesome. But so I'm gonna have to throw it back to the East Coast, and I would say it's like it was epic and awesome, but it was also really terrible. It was this resort. It's shut down now. It's called Sky Valley. It was actually in the state of Georgia, believe it or
Mm.
not. And the reason I would say it was the worst is because it was one chairlift and one run down either side with a run connecting the two. So technically it was three, I guess, if you count the crossover. But it was in Georgia. It was really small and all artificial snow. So I would say that one. And it's shut down now. So
I don't really have a worst.
I know it's tough. You don't want to like, yeah, call anyone out. All right.
Wilbur, you had a good question.
Uh, Wilburley asking, TJ, are you going to keep the Volcom Stretch Gore-Tex jacket going for next season, or do you think you'll find a new jacket? I'm gonna get a new jacket for sure, but I think I'm gonna go for the Stretch Gore-Tex again. I really like the Stretch Gore-Tex. I think I'm gonna pick up some Stretch Gore pants as well. I was on the Volcom articulated pants, which I've ridden for a few years now, and they're great. But the 15K, there's a few situations where like my knees, like water would soak through my knees and stuff like that. So I think
Hmm.
the Stretch Gore pants would be cool.
Any
Yeah.
color? Any color ideas?
I don't know, man. I have to see what's available next year. I kind of want to go for something a little bit brighter.
Brighter.
Not
Wow.
like I want to stay away from red. I'm definitely not gonna have a red jacket, but I think not necessarily brighter, but just like maybe like more of a pattern, something a little different.
Okay.
Yeah. You got
Interesting.
anything in mind for next year?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm
So,
thinking of the summertime. My summer get up.
yeah. I gotta get some. I gotta get some crash pants. I gotta get some new boots, and then it's like hoodie season for a while. So I'll probably rock the articulated pants through the summer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean they're still solid and like
How about boots? New boots?
yeah, no new boots, new boots for sure. Yeah, gonna try to get some new boots before High Cascade.
Shout out to this company, Rip and Dip. I've recently picked up some
Oh
t-shirts.
yeah.
I ordered a bunch more today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice. Coming
So they got the
the cats all over, right? Yeah, you got the cat in the pocket.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty epic. Yeah, rip and dip. Yeah, I don't know. I think I gotta get some new gloves for the summer too.
Mm.
That's about it. Maybe a new face mask. Oh, dude, Wilburley got that same red jacket. Said it was styling. Got the same one and loves it. Dude, thanks,
Nice.
man. Yeah, no, I'm stoked on it. I think just like with how many videos we make each year,
It's good to change it
it's
up.
good to change it up. Like you definitely get tired of seeing yourself like in the same getup, in 100 videos. But
Yeah,
yeah,
especially if we're trying to recommend like gear, it's good to always be trying new stuff.
definitely.
Otherwise, like I wouldn't have changed my boots 3 times.
Yep.
But
I know, and I mean it's good that you did.
no, it's good to have like yeah, it's good to just cycle through new stuff, especially for us because we're trying to learn and the best way to learn about the gear is to really like ride it, like you did with those boots, like that 100-day review. That's like epic.
Yeah, put it through the paces. Got to
Should
do
do
more than just try it on in the store.
should do a 100-day review on your like jacket.
I was thinking
And
about that jacket, pants.
articulated pants. You got
Yeah,
a lot of 100-day.
probably got like 300 days on those. Not the black ones, but I wore them a few years before.
100-day review on my my crash shorts.
Oh yeah, that I bet people would be stoked on
Impact
that.
shorts, yeah.
Yeah, crash pants. What else?
My
Yeah.
analog mitts have been. I did like switch them up a few times this winter, but I'm back to the same analog mitts. They probably have like 50 or 60 days.
Yeah, and it could be like a season in review. It doesn't necessarily have to be 100 days. I knew I had hit 100 days on those boots, so I was like, that's got to be the title.
It's cool.
Um, so new board. Who's your favorite musician, DJ Jürgen or DJ Gunther? Hashtag NZ Fund. I know. Are those the DJ characters that David Jones does in his videos?
I think so, yeah.
I'm gonna say Gunter, although I really don't know.
DJ, I'll go Jorgen.
Jürgen. And Wilberly saying that Volcom jacket's on a deep discount right now. If anyone is looking for a stretch gore jacket, yeah, Volcom kills it. Apparently going for a good deal. Oliver saying, thanks for answering the previous question. Have you guys heard of Beartooth Base in Montana? It's a summer-only resort. No, haven't heard of it. Is it like summer snowboarding or more like a bike resort? That's
Interesting.
there's no way that there's a summer snowboarding resort in Montana that we haven't heard of. That would blow my mind.
There may be Montana
That would be cool.
because the elevation's up there, and
I've
I've seen something about a place in Montana that only opens in the summer. Yeah.
Dude, Oliver said it's snowboarding. You'll find a video. Crazy.
Yeah, because it's like it's a tow rope or something or a T-bar, and there's only like access to it once the snow melts, like to get up there with the roads and stuff.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool, actually.
Yeah, there's a YouTube video on it.
I'd love to go to Montana. One of my good friends lived in Montana for a year, but I wasn't able to visit him. And yeah, I've never been. We drove through on the way to Jackson, but we didn't stop anywhere.
To be honest, though, summer snowboarding isn't all it's cracked up to be without like I think a terrain park.
Yeah, that's the main appeal for sure.
Because just doing like slushy runs after a day of that, it can kind of get to be a bit much.
Yeah, it's like you really got to push the snow around. It's heavy and it's just it's more fun if you have a park for sure. But maybe they have like flow park or something. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's just like
It's just a snow
just
field.
a T-bar, yeah.
Oh.
Unless recently they have been putting in some features.
We'll have to check out the video, man. That's cool.
It's only like a 12-hour drive to Montana. Let's do it.
Sure. Dude, drivable trips. Take advantage when you can. And he's saying apparently like $45 a day for lift tickets. So nice. If you guys are in the area, place to ride in Montana.
Yeah, it's only open in the summer.
All right, let's see if we can find another question or two here. So Evan asking, thinking of getting a GNU. What are your thoughts on that for park?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Don't let the magnetraction freak you out. I feel like that's the biggest thing I hear people worry about with like GNU and LibTech, and yeah, it's not going to throw you off on rails.
Yes, it's been my favorite park board of the last while. No, it's great. Great park board.
Yeah, I've ridden the Headspace a ton in the park, and yeah, I think it's solid, man. All right, guys. Oh, David Jones on the chat.
Hey, David.
DJ Jürgen all the way. Nice.
David, somebody the other day we were in the park and a group of guys rode by and they yelled at me, Kevin.
Oh yeah. Dude, I've been I like that last video where your buddy's first day at the skate park. I think his name's Sean, right? Killing it, dude.
Oh yeah, so I
Sean,
watched that one too.
That guy's hilarious.
Nice, man. I hope your recovery's going well and your knee's feeling better.
Yeah.
Dude, you're young. You're gonna just heal up like a gazelle.
Be back in no time.
You'll be back.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, hope to see you in New Zealand too, man. But definitely will be watching your videos in the meantime. Guys, check out David's channel if you're not subscribed over there already. He's putting out quality videos. And David, I think I'm going to end it on that note. We're about an hour in, so
And dude, I gotta pee.
okay. That's it, guys. Thanks for hopping on the live chat this week. Thanks for all the great questions, all the super chats. Appreciate you guys hanging out. And have some new videos coming this week out on the channel, so stay tuned, and live chat on Friday.
Yeah, and
on
check us out
SPC.
on Instagram. I'm at Snowboard Pro Camp
Yeah.
Instagram.
Outboard Archive, definitely hit us